What's up, guys? Fair and Unfair here.
I'm fair.
And I'm Unfair, and today we're gonna be stealthy.
Roguelike, one might say.
Very roguelike. But, we're going to try to crush some people without them even noticing. Omae wo shindeneru.
Nani?
Let's go ahead and get into this deck tech.
Okay, so we got about 11 one-drops. They're all somewhat evasive, or completely get Death Touch, or like fuel the graveyard strategy. We got Thought Thief, just buffs the dudes. Spell Pierce for non-creature spells. A couple of removal spells. Hand Hate. Drown in the Lock's just insane with a bunch of mill strategies, like
Literally the best card you can have in the deck when they have a lot of cards in their graveyard.
Counterspell / terminate, counterspate. We have Dispute, a couple End of the Stories to refuel, Curious Obsession for all the evasive small mana dudes, a bunch of lands, and Agadeem's Awakening in case all of our shit dies. We have an extra removal spell, Cage for goblins, red-green stuff, aggressive stuff, blue stuff, goblins.
And more goblins. And, I mean, goblins might have conspicuous snoop, but I think we're going to be the ones snooping around today.
Very conspicuous. Can't keep this one, no threats. Can't keep this one, no untap source. Unfortunately, we're going to keep this.
And
We probably just drop the Blood Chief's Thirst.
And the Thought Seas, honestly, because we're going to be playing that Clearwater on blue.
Yeah.
Like, it's better to try to get the value out of the Wind Robbers as we can right now.
And Drown to the Lock will hopefully solve our problems later.
Exactly. Plus, putting that obsession onto that Wind Robber on... Ooh, hopefully he doesn't get killed here. Land. Not a land.
Well, we'll try again.
Yep. Alright.
And we're just going to go ahead and load up because they can't kill it yet.
Yeah, if they have some way to deal with it the next turn, like, we've gotten our value out of it just by drawing 2 right here. And if we make it one more turn, then we're going to just start accruing insane value.
This is probably Feather.
Okay.
I'm just going to go ahead and attack first.
Yeah. Might as well go ahead and figure out what we're going to have in our hand.
I don't want to use a removal spell right away because I think they've probably got, like, God's Willing or something.
True. Check and see what they have in their graveyard, because we don't want... so they have 2 Magma Sprays and a God's Willing. Like, we're not super worried about either of those right now, since it won't kill our Wind Robber. And we have a Drown in the Lock for a second one, and a Thieves Guild Enforcer as a blocker.
Yeah, and then if they don't do anything, we just flash in Enforcer and Sword and Thought Thief.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we'll counter anything that matters. Otherwise, we're just going to keep the threats down. Aurelia. Okay.
And this is why Drown in the Lock's so great.
Yeah. Insanely good card. Being able to both destroy things and counter things is insane.
That's rough, but...
It was kind of necessary, though.
Alright, I want to go ahead and play the Wind Robber, but I think we just attack here first.
Yeah, definitely. Land is a great draw. Second land is an even better draw. And now we have double Thought Thief. Probably. I would actually like to pass here and hold up Thought Thief and or Drown in the Lock.
Yeah, because, I mean, like, we can kill this, but I don't really care about killing it.
Yeah, there's nothing that we're super worried about that they might be able to play, because worst case scenario, we counter whenever they play. They can't play anything big enough that, yeah, we can just counter. Yeah, good old counterspell.
Counterspell's great.
Counterspell terminate.
This is the Mold 5.
This is a Mold 5. If this doesn't show you the power of the deck, I don't know what will.
I've got the power of God and anime on my side.
And rogues.
Ooh, spooky.
Snoopy.
Right, Snoopy.
And, like, we're racing a red-white deck right now just because of the fact that we're able to get them off of their critical plays early.
Do we just go ahead and play this? I think we do. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That'll give us an extra 2 power on the board that's attacking right now. And then probably just play both of our other rogues.
I like how we haven't given them anything for Shredder Arcanist.
Yeah, that's a lucky thing. That's one issue with playing this deck, is that there's a very good chance that you can just mess yourself up by fueling the graveyard of people that are playing graveyard-based decks. But that's why we have 3 Grafdigger's Cages in the sideboard, specifically to deal with that.
Alright, let's go, opponent. What you got?
Yeah, not quite sure how they're able to get out of this right now. That's not it.
That is not gonna work. Yep. Oh, shit.
I mean, that's fine, though. We're still attacking for more than they can take.
That's actually very true.
Yeah, like, we're literally just going to alpha strike them here. Like, they block our 5/3, they gain 5, going up to 8, and then we still deal 9 more to them. Not including the Curious Obsession buff, too.
We can just kill this. Yeah, we just kill this, right?
I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're winning on the swing back.
They're tapped out. I'm just going to kill it. Just for, like...
So, did they already play a land? Because if not, then they could drop a land and Magma Spray it, and then we no longer have lethal. I think 1 point of damage doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because we're winning on the swing back. And now we just attack with everything.
Go and put this on something else, because this is the least likely thing to be blocked.
Yep. And we win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, and game 2. This hand looks a lot better than our original opener, however, we don't really have much value.
We also can only play 1 land untapped.
I don't think that's too much of an issue. Like, we have the cage to slow them down if they play Arcanist. I kind of like going turn 1.
Turn 1 Thoughtseize, probably.
Yeah. Turn 1 Thoughtseize is nice, because that will take them off of anything that can really mess us up. And now having a black source means that we'll be able to play something on the next turn as well. Thalia is a pretty rough card. So is Flame Sweep. Actually doesn't kill them.
I think I care about this.
Yeah,
like,
Bringer doesn't matter too much. Like it stops Thief Field
and
Enforcer,
but I think we just take the District Legionnaire, because this is like the most effective card for the cards they play.
It's either that or the Thalia, because the Thalia can slow us down quite a bit, but based on this hand, it might not be as much of an issue, because we're playing a fairly heavy creature-based hand. So that's probably the best move, just to slow them down enough to where we get the cards that matter.
Yeah, because their Thalia also hurts them.
True.
I don't.
And they started off with a Hushbringer too, we're fine with that.
I'll just play this.
And play the Swamp and Tess.
Yeah.
Like, our Enforcer won't mill them too, but, like, we're not super worried about that. I wish that Thalia art were not foil. Like, if I wish it were available in non-foil in paper, but it's only foil and it breaks my heart.
You poor soul.
Thalia having first strike is definitely an issue for our ground forces, but Thieves' Guild Enforcer is the only thing that's really a big thing. That's a fine draw. So probably just play the Slither Blade and attack for 1 in the air. Or no, we can't attack for 1 in the air, they have the Hushbringer. Maybe just put Luris in hand.
Yeah.
Then again, they might have Aurelia in their hand right now, and if they play Aurelia next turn, we're in trouble. It might
counter.
Oh, you're right, because we don't have we already used the blue source.
This has been very awkward.
This has been.
Very human.
Yeah, here comes the Aurelia.
Awkward.
Yeah, and they gain the lifelink too off of Aurelia's ability as well.
I think we have to go to the next game. I don't think there's any salvaging this.
Well, what we can do is we can play the land, and after their draw step, we can put Aurelia back on top of their library using Aether Gust. If we are able to find a Blood Chief's Thirst, then we can kill the Aurelia after it comes back down the second time. And then after that, like, we're going to be able to start hitting them with Slither Blade. If we draw a Curious Obsession or anything like that, we can accrue value. It'll be very rough, but we do have a possibility of making it through this.
We should just get attacked.
Yeah, absolutely. We're not blocking with it. We want to go ahead and do any damage we can. And then when they move to combat, we Aether Gust the Aurelia. So that way they can't play another Aurelia. Okay, yeah, that's a fair point too. Also, being on only one blue source kind of sucks. Thoughtseize isn't terrible either, and then we can play Luris as well.
It's only if we take the flame sweep. Oh.
Seems like we're taking the flame sweep.
Maybe the Fidus one's just better? Because if they cast flame sweep, we can spell pierce it.
That's a true point, but I don't think they're going to play the flame sweep anytime soon, because they're going to go Aurelia next turn. I guess it doesn't really matter either way, huh?
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, probably just one of the Fidus ones, I guess. It's a pretty tough choice. And then just jam the Luris and...
No, I mean, they'll definitely cast the flame sweep if we play the Luris unprotected.
That's fair. But then again, if we play the Luris unprotected, then they'll only have a Fidus one and Aurelia in hand. But admittedly, we only have a Spell Pierce.
Yeah.
But we'd also have a Lock Thwain. So that's it. Chat, go ahead and tell us in the comments below what you think we should do there. They decided against both, so they're holding up Flame Sweep. Excuse me. So they didn't play either.
This is not good against the Fidus one.
Yeah, it's going to be almost exactly a counter spell only.
Maybe just draw a card. We have to lose 4 life to do it, but
it might be worth it, honestly. We really need to find a some type of value engine.
I mean, I guess if they flame sweep, they kill all their shit too.
Yeah, and we'll still have a Luris to bring stuff back. Yeah, I think it's fine bringing that in. Like, if they flame sweep, then once again we have Luris, and then we can...
and then we can drown the Aurelia.
Exactly. If they flame sweep here, we're okay with that. The question is the Curious Obsession worth playing here? I think it is, because if they try to flame sweep in response, we do have the Spell Pierce to counter it, and...
We cannot counter it with a Spell Pierce.
Oh, because we only have one blue source. That's insane.
Which is crazy, because they're an equal amount of blue-black sources.
So maybe just play the Luris and pass, and then they're going to flame sweep at the end of turn, and then we can Spell Pierce it. That's the play I see.
Seems ideal. And we have a cage in play.
Yep.
Okay, so the Luris isn't that good anyway.
Exactly. But, I mean, it's still better than nothing. Like, it's a lifelink threat. Because they're still representing not doing anything.
That's very true. I'm kind of confused as to what they're doing here. So I think we just start the Curious Obsession here.
I think you're right.
We shock this in.
Yep. And then just attack in the air. Either they lose their Hushbringer, or...
We actually could have put it on the Luris.
We could have put it on the Luris, and that would give us more life.
But they would have to, like, send both creatures at it to kill it.
Exactly. But they would still have the opportunity to kill it without the Flame Sweep, and we're trying to bait the Flame Sweep. That's...
I actually think we just have to... I don't want to counter that, but I think we have to.
I think it's worth countering. I wish they had blocked first.
Same.
And we've already played a land per turn, so we can't play a blue source off of this Curious Obsession either.
Flame Sweep's gonna suck.
Yeah. Well, that was pretty rough.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, there's the Flame Sweep. Yeah, I think we have to go to the next game. Like, we can maybe play the land first, Like, this is... We have to draw, like, a good spell here. I mean, that stops them from killing us next turn. Like,
yeah, this gets a buff, though, so we have to kill it now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It stops us from... Because we would die next turn if we didn't have a way to kill the Hushbringer. So, Spell Pierce is back to 1 mana again, at least.
Why?
Maybe they're going to start activating Ardenvale? Maybe they're just afraid of losing the Aurelia? Which I don't really understand. Like, the thing they should be doing is being as aggressive as possible. There you go. That's aggression. I think we just concede. No, there's no way we can get out of this.
Yeah.
We were on the back foot the entire time, but one of the most important things, chat, is to definitely focus on what you possibly have to play to your outs, because it can be a difficult uphill battle sometimes. Maybe just the duress.
Yeah, it's probably the worst.
Like, I know it can be good by taking like flame sweeps and stuff like that, but
yeah, it's not mono blue, so it's less good.
Yeah.
Like, you just take their protection for the most part.
Yeah.
Although they're playing a lot more removal than I'm used to these decks playing. Wow, we have not had a turn 1 threat at all.
Alright, this hand's pretty alright, and we can probably just drop the Gifted Aetherborn. Like, that card's pretty good, but like everything else in the hand's more important.
Yeah, you're probably right.
And then we shock into Watery Grave, and then we can either Spell Pierce a turn 1 something, but we're almost certainly just going to play the Enforcer.
Yep.
And I think we just pass here. I was going to say we can drown in the lock a Hushbringer or something like that, or a Tajik.
I mean, we can kill it at worst case scenario and then still hold up Spell Pierce.
That's fair. I keep on forgetting drown in the lock is a kill spell as well. And we...
Alright, well, I guess we just win.
Yeah, the way this deck works is it accrues value just by being able to aggressively attack from multiple axes through both card advantage. Milling technically is a win condition, especially against people that gain a ton of life. And then it's also a really good choice for being able to attack like in the air or unblockable, etc., and just keep on refueling its hand.
Yeah, Game 1 was a good example of how the deck operates. Game 2 is an unfortunate draw. Game 3, we didn't actually get to do anything. But that's a win, but yeah. I mean...
But you saw like where the hand was going just based on that. And honestly, like it is very important to remember that Game 1 was a mull to 5.
Yeah, Game 1 was a mull to 5 and we obliterated them. Holy cow.
Yeah. But don't forget to, if you liked this, don't hit us that like button for us right quick, because it's free for you and helps us out a lot. If you really care about us, you could subscribe, maybe hang out with us in the Discord channel below. We stream every Friday on Twitch. We usually play a lot of Historic, maybe Standard if people want to see that. And other than that,
Gonna be starting Modern soon.
Yeah, we're gonna be starting Modern either the week... either the Monday before this video came out, or the Monday afterwards, somewhere around there. If you follow us on Twitter, we're going to be posting more about that in the very, very near future. But yeah, other than that, stay Snoopy.
Yeah, hit us.
No, I don't want to be hit.
Hit us. Come on, do it.